What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link, discount code down in the description. And you know, I usually sit here and talk to you about my Glance LED, but to be fair, man, there's not a lot of sports on. I've been betting on WNBA games. I don't know if that says a lot about the WNBA or a lot about me as somebody that just loves to have fun and bet on sports, but I digress. You don't need sports with the Glance. You've got weather, you've got stocks, you've got news. Basically, you plug it in, you tell it what you want to see, absolutely no subscription fee. It's going to keep you up to date with what is going on in the world. Going to be one of the best purchases you make. I love mine, turn it on every single day. Now, let's talk about being honest with ourselves. I know if you can hear my voice, you've had this happen to you. This is a video I made, Madden 19, issues with the challenge system, issues with replays, coaches' challenges, right? I know that you've had an issue. You're probably thinking of one. If not, I dug up, here's a post from Madden a couple years ago. Look at how great, by the way, if you look upper left-hand corner of that replay screen when the referee kind of went initially when they started kind of having the replay hood, how great did that look? But again, we're talking about issues. So now listen, we're going to play a game, you and I, right now. I want you to watch this, and I want you to ask yourself, what do you think is being challenged here, okay? Be honest. And just watch what happens and ask yourself, hey, if this was you playing the game, what would you be challenging? All right, receiver goes up, has the ball in his hands. I don't like behind him the defensive back that's going into a catch animation, but look, I digress. The receiver comes down, and then the ball comes out, okay? So again, if this is you, doesn't matter what side you're on, right? What would you think the challenge is? Because thankfully, as you see it here at speed, not slowed down, user is going to go in and challenge. All right. And of course, the challenge, I would think, would be the touchdown, right? That would be, if you watch it now from the alternate angle here, is what you think would be the concern. But it's actually, if you look at it, the spot of the ball, which to me, I don't know if that's just an issue with how it's presented, but regardless, this gets called a touchdown. Now, the issue with this is, if you go back and you look at one of the first gameplays I actually had this exact issue, and people told me, hey, Ryan, this is not a catch. This happens all the time. This is realistic. The ball gets dropped. And I said, the problem is this is an animation transition. This is a blending issue that they're going to have to patch, and you see it now impacting a catch in the open field versus impacting a touchdown. And I promise you, when this happens to you, and it will, it's going to bother you. This issue right here that he brings up as well, it might be a small detail, right? This might be to some what we refer to as nitpicking, right? You've got a mascot for one team. You've got the cheerleaders for another. And I've seen a lot of issues with this as far as trying to keep the sidelines, the mascots, the cheerleaders in the right position. That's attention to detail. And I will be totally fair. A lot of you guys know I'm not the biggest college football fan. I don't know a lot of the intricacies of when you have these rivalry games, who goes to one sideline, who goes to the other. Oh, this team is supposed to be on the side with the media box. This team's supposed to be on the side without it. I can, though, pretty easily look and discern that cheerleaders and mascots need to stay on their own side. But again, you just don't have that here. That's a nitpick. That I'll offer some people can overlook, right? They're just, again, we've talked about it a couple times today. Some people are just happy they have an NCAA game. But moreover, the first time you're playing a game, and think back to your days with Madden, and you go to challenge something, and you're trying to challenge a touchdown, but it's telling you the spot of the ball. You're trying to challenge a fumble, but it's telling you it's, whether the ball is in the right position on the field. These are real problems. The reason we bring them up year in, year out is so that they would be resolved in Madden. And we're getting to the point now where we're seeing not only were they not fixed in Madden, but they've carried over to the college football game, which creates a whole new set of issues because in many cases you have rules that are going to be different from college to pro. And if they didn't hash out all the issues with the NFL, then they're going to certainly leave themselves vulnerable to a whole different slew of issues in NCAA. And if they're not fixing them, then they're not fixing them. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching it. Just like a broken coach's challenge in NCAA or Madden, I will be back in the week with more commentary.